Walt here from Walton, PA, coming at you from southeast Pennsylvania. And you're watching Weston Super Motovlog.
Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. We are in deepest Cornwall. And in front of me is the awesome velvety voiced Saddlebag 73. Now we're heading down to Checkered Flag Cafe, which is in Liskeard, which I spotted on one of Saddlebag's recent videos, where he met up with other Motovlogger boxed out adventures, and I believe he may be there as well today, which is absolutely fantastic. So his Palander route is kind of a mixed bag of speed and corners, nothing too strenuous. And I'm looking forward to this. I'm secretly hoping that when we get to the Checkered Flag, they'll either do proper Cornish pasties or proper cream teas with the jam on first. Now while I follow Saddlebags, I'm going to talk about a subject, and that is female motovloggers. But I'm not going to start complaining or moaning or whatever. What I'm going to do is tell you my favourites, because there are a huge amount of motovloggers out there that are female, and that is different to a female motovlogger. Because the motovlogging comes first, and you can tell from the quality on their channel that's the case. There are a lot of female vloggers out there that, you know, use their assets to build channel views and likes and subscriptions, and I understand that. Use it as a business, it's not a problem. It's just unfortunately you probably find most of your subscribers are teenage boys or aging 70s rock band stars. So, first on the list, and one of my favourite female motovloggers, is brap. Now brap started a channel, actually I think it was middle of last year, and it is an exceptional channel. She's so good and she's an absolute inspiration. She broke her back in a serious motorcycle accident, but instead of giving up like lots of people would have, she counted down the days until she got herself fit enough to get back on the bike. And the channel started as a growth of her physical ability and mental strength and attitude to get back on the bike, and that's awesome. The channel includes all sorts of reviews and other bike rides, a build series which she did, plus visits to different bike museums and meetups, along with meetups with other American motovloggers and female motovloggers. So that's one to look at. My third favourite motovlogger that's a female, and it's another American, is Her Two Wheels, and a young lady called Jess. Now Jess is quite open that she admits that the growth of her channel probably has something to do that she is a blonde female. However, the quality of the channel speaks for itself. The attention to detail, the quality of the commentary, superb visuals and sound editing, plus the ride out she does. I mean, you know, we ride from West Country to somewhere in Wales and come back after a couple of days and think it's a proper adventure, but I mean, she does from, I think it's Ohio is the state she lives in, down to Florida to meet up with other motovloggers. That's not an adventure, that's an epic journey. That is an absolute monster of a ride, and she does it all. She's a big Harley fan. She's sort of touched on Triumphs recently, but she's a Harley girl through and through, I think. And I really do enjoy the channel the videos she puts out, absolutely spot on. Doesn't play on being a female, she plays on being an exceptionally good motovlogger, and I like that. Now the top two is a difficult one actually, and a really close call. But I think when we get to number one, you'll understand that there isn't really much in the way of competition to compete against this. But my number two motovlogger that's female is username Kate. Now if you follow username Kate, subscribe to her channel, you will know that she is down to earth, northern girl, just wants to talk bikes and all things that's fun, and she is absolutely exceptional at what she does. The quality of video is superb, the variation of videos is unbelievable. She'll do live streams, she'll do reviews from electric mopeds up to S1000 RRs and the latest BMW GS World Adventure bikes. She also has videos out which was, you know, when we watched her, a little bit hairy, but basically when she was being chased through Manchester by a couple of bike jackers on motorbikes. Now what those bike jackers didn't realise that they were actually trying to chase someone down who has more track experience than most other riders outside of British Superbikes and World Superbikes and MotoGP. So they didn't stand much chance, but it was a hairy moment for her. And I mean, you know, great for everyone that follows the channel that she was able to vlog it at the same time, but thankfully she was safe and sort of nothing more came from it. She's also ridden on track alongside my motorcycling hero Carl Fogarty, and I just enjoy everything about the channel. The fact that she is so open to help other channels. She's communicated with me when I first started about videos I wasn't sure about putting out, and she's watched it and she's let me know, yeah, that's great, or no, just change this, whatever. She always replies to comments, even though, you know, she has a big channel, but she always replies to comments. And I think most of her faithful, if not all of her faithful, really appreciate the fact that she has stayed so down to earth, so friendly, that that's what makes her channel as good as it is. So now we're down to number one, and number one motovlogger that's female in my mind just stands head and shoulders above, because of what she's done over the last few years. As to be fair, I think open up a lot of people's eyes on what is an opportunity, what can be done. And that's Nora Lee Schumacher of the channel Itchy Boots. Now she has just decided one day, you know, to have the opportunity to do this is absolutely superb. But she decided one day, I'm going to ride a bike around the world. Got a Royal Enfield Himalayan, or Himalayan, and rode basically from Southeast Asia across Tibet, India, right through the Middle East and back up into Europe, and it was an absolute adventure of massive proportions. Next stage on that was, or next trip was go from the south tip of Argentina and ride up through South America, through North America, and up to the top of Alaska. Unfortunately, by the time she'd got to Peru, COVID had kicked in, which put an end to the whole thing. I think she left her bike there. I think it was Ronin. Dano was the first Himalayan, Ronin was the second Himalayan, and I believe that's probably still in Peru, and she will eventually go back and finish that journey. When she came back, she didn't sort of sit on her laurels. As soon as she was able to, she got another bike, she headed off to Iceland and the Scandinavian countries, toured those, and now she's flown down to South Africa, bought a bike in South Africa, and is basically just riding Africa. And I mean, that's just mind-blowing as an adventure. That is an incredible feat of strength and mental agility. So my number one motovlogger that's female is the channel Itchy Boots. Just bear with me while I try and catch up the saddlebags. Seems to be a bit of a rain spot just around the speedometer there on the camera, so you probably can't see it, but that was, I almost touched 55 miles an hour then, which is, you know, excitable. So those are my favourite 4 motovloggers that are female, and they're my favourite because they're motovloggers. So what do you think? What are your favourite motovloggers that are female? Stay safe, leave a comment below, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.